Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So I received a new mold which I bought from MoldsandShapes, and it's the Druzy Geode Trinket mold, and it's the M size. So it can hold round about 420 grams of resin. But first, before I mix resin or do anything else, I want to brush the chameleon pigment around the edge, and I saw a video. It's a nice hack from Claire's Crafty Corner. I think she got it from other people, and she used this makeup sponge just to rub in the chameleon pigment. So this is what I'm doing. I'm using here the chameleon pigment from Let's Resin, and it's the dark green. It shifts from a greenish teal color to a pink purple color. It's very beautiful, so you can see it here. Maybe not 100% because with the light it's sometimes a little bit difficult, but anyway. So, and now I thought I pour some flowers, and I have here from Let's Resin the Fast Cure Resin, and I want to try it for the 3D bloom. So yeah, let's have a look how I'm gonna get on with the resin, because this is completely new for me for this technique. And yeah, sorry for in the background, but there was a police, I think it was a police car, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm using here the Fast Cure Resin, and I fill it up to maybe 3 millimeters below the rim. And then I can just start with my colors. And I'm using for the first color the Lagoon, an alcohol ink from Octopus. And the second color is the Berry Juice from Octopus. I always gave it a spritz. And the last color is the Deep Sea. So like I said, they are all alcohol inks, not the resin inks. And then I use the Auora Gold and the pigment drops for my white. So I just getting my colors ready, get rid of the popsicle sticks. So I have I can better handle my cups when I'm pouring into my mold on top of my clear resin. And I'm starting with the Lagoon, and I just go in a circle. You see it there. Just a circle, and try to make it quite accurate. It's not so easy, but it's a geode mold, so it doesn't matter anyway. It's a little bit wrinkly, you know what I mean. The edges are not even, it's not a round mold. Then my berry juice, then I go further. No, this is a Lagoon. The first color, I'm sorry, was a Deep Sea. So this is the Lagoon, and then I'm altering the colors again. I'm taking the Deep Sea, so now I'm correct with the color, I'm sorry. And you see they're rather transparent, but this is what I wanted to have. Now the Berry Juice, and at last again the Deep Sea. And then I can take my white. And then I'm taking my dotting tool, and I'm carefully swirling in one swirl. You see it there, just to blend my colors a little bit. And it already looks awesome like this, I think, but I still need the white, otherwise it's far too transparent and you don't get the effect. So I'm going in a spiral, very easy, just pouring out of the cup. And I'm also taking my time. I'm not pouring too fast. My video is a little bit faster, so it might appear a little bit fast, but I'm pouring quite slowly, like I'm always doing. And then I can take care for my pattern, which will be just the normal way from the outside in. And I'm just stopping, maybe 1 or 2 rings before the middle, before the center, because I just wanted to make a swirl at the end, so it's a little bit separate, if you know what I mean. And then I thought I just go around again here with my white, because I thought it was a little bit too thin with the white around the outer edge. And then I just emphasize my petals again with the dotting tool. Yeah. Of course, I'm hoping that I'm not having blobs, but I can already tell you I had a couple of blobs when I demolded, but these things are happening, and I think sometimes you have the good blobs and they may look really nice. So now you see I'm dragging my dotting tool also from the inside out, but I'm not touching my middle part, because this is the part I would like to swirl and to keep it a little bit separate. Looking awesome, I think. And I need to admit, the Fast Cure Resin, it's a really thick resin, and I'm not used to have such a thick resin. I always thought the Mastercast is a very thick resin, but this Fast Cure resin is really, really thick. So, and here you see I was actually doubting for the swirl, but I'm doing the swirl. So for now I'm quite happy, and well, I will see how it's gonna look like after it has cured. But this is now a couple of minutes later, and you see the resin is working. It's doing its magic, and it's pulling nicely towards the center, and it's closing up. What I did offline camera, I added just a plain layer of the dark purple, and this is a mica powder from Petra Jungblut. And I didn't want to go too hard. I didn't want to use black, so I used this really dark purple color, which matches also, I think, the Druzy edge and the chameleon pigment from Let's Resin. So that's what I thought, and yeah, let's have a look how it's looking. It goes easily out of the mold, and look at this. I have a few blobs, like I said, and I don't like this one white blob in the petals, but this I cannot change anymore. Beside this, I'm very happy with this pour. I really adore this, and I think the colors are matching so well with each other. I was really like saying wow when I demolded. Sometimes, yeah, you cannot hear me saying this because I'm doing the voiceover, but I'm really happy with this. So I just wonder what you think, if you like it. I especially love the Druzy edge. Of course, the flower as well. The combination, it's really beautiful. And yeah, let me know what you think. And I thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.